So I woke up really early this morning, like 4:30, but I got everything done. I got the dishwasher unloaded. I've already walked the dog and everything, and now I'm gonna make breakfast just for me and nobody else. Isn't that crazy? And I'm gonna make my favorite breakfast, which I call Be Bop Breakfast, because it's based on the Korean dish Be Bop, which I found out just means mixed rice, which is whatever. Anyway, so I start out with some butter in my cast iron skillet, and the whole thing is made in the cast iron skillet. And I have a scallion in here. You could put an onion or whatever, and you could also use olive oil. You don't have to use butter. And then I have some cooked brown rice, and I always keep a lot of cooked grains and beans around so I can do stuff with it. And I know that's kind of nerdy, but that's what I do, so whatever. And I'm going to put a big serving of that in here. And that just kind of gets mashed in there and mixed up with the butter and the scallions. I mean, this is fabulous by itself, but I'm going to make it even more fabulous. But while this kind of heats up, I'm going to go check my email. I'll be right back. Okay, so once that rice is all hot and everything, I'm going to put that in my bowl. And I might dress this with a little bit of tamari. Might do that. That's a soy sauce. And the next step then is to cook my greens. I know, who eats greens for breakfast but the biggest nerdy people in the world? But I do, and I feel fabulous. And I have lacinato kale. That first I'm going to put a little bit more butter in my pan here. It all gets done right here. All right. So this is lacinato kale, and I cut it up in strips. You could use Swiss chard. You could use spinach. It doesn't matter. Any green vegetables you want, but those green vegetables are what give you all those vitamins and minerals that keep you going all morning. I know it seems like I've had a lot of coffee, but I haven't. I'm just so excited to be able to have the house to myself and only make breakfast for me. Okay, so once this kale gets kind of glistening in here, meaning that the fat has coated it, I'm going to throw a little liquid on there, just a little water, and do the kind of braise thing to get it to soften up and wilt and be really nice and everything. So just, you know, like a teaspoon or so of water. Yeah. Lid it. I'm going to let the dog out. I'll be right back. Okay. This is so fast. That's what I love about it. You just have to have your pantry stocked with these things. Okay. So there's my greens. And next comes the protein, and I'm going to do an egg over easy, which is pretty traditional for the Be Bop, but that you could also put tofu in your skillet, or, you know, in restaurants, in the real dish, they use beef or chicken, just about anything you want. And okay, just making sure nobody's awake, because you know what, I don't want to make this for them. This is just for me, just this time. Okay, so now I'm going to put my egg in and let that do its over easy thing. Now the cool thing about Be Bop is the condiments. So I mentioned that I put a little tamari sometimes on my rice, which I'm going to do there because I like that. And sometimes I throw a little vinegar on the greens, which is also tasty to me. And the other thing that goes in this dish is kimchi or sauerkraut. Either one is good. And that gives you that fermented vegetables that, you know, give you all those probiotics that make your stomach feel good. You can cook your egg as long as you like. I like mine to still be a little bit runny, but I know others don't. So if you want it a little harder, that's cool. So got my rice, my greens, my kimchi, my fried egg, and on top I'm going to put some Thai chili sauce. It's so good. I'm so excited. Yay, nobody's up. Okay.
Morning, sweetie.